Hey guys, welcome back to Life Up Education TV. I'm your host Natsune. Today, I'm gonna pick 5 different Twitter tweets that we can make a comment on. Okay, the first one goes, my biggest problem is overthinking. My biggest problem is overthinking everything. Okay, so what do I think of this? I think you should stop. But that's it. Like, you know, I remember catching my mom, for example. Like my mom, one day we were in a car and we were talking about my grandma, so my mom's mom, right? And I get it, like when it's happening to someone that's close to you, like it can't be helped sometimes. Like you just can't, you think the worst of the situation. And one day we were talking about grandma, and out of nowhere, like my mom started worrying about what if she gets cancer, what if she dies tomorrow, what if like she gets this and this and that, like, and nothing of that conversation was actually happening, and she just started going into this like a negative, like a spiral of like just thinking of what if fears, right? And I look at her and I said, Mom, like, you're worrying for nothing, and you're actually making yourself unhealthy because you're worrying about something, and worrying and being stressed about something actually makes you sick. And you're doing that out of not necessity, but out of like your fear. So that's what I tell people, like, don't worry if something is not happening. Like, just wait to worry until something is in trouble. That's just one of the tactics I think you can use to manage your stress. And like I said, like stress is scarier, like more tangible disease that actually can have some serious consequence later on, like accumulation of stress, right? So that's what I tell people. Okay, the next one. I don't think anybody really understands how tiring it is to act okay and always be the strong one when in reality you're close to the edge. What do I think of this? I can kind of relate. Well, but I never act like I'm a victim. Like I never act like, oh, like it's so tough. Like I have to act like I'm okay in front of everybody all the time. Like that's just like bitching. Like that's just like complaining. Like, and I feel like by all means it's okay to be vulnerable. Like you're human. You're not perfect. You're only human. And I think it's just you, your ego stopping you from like collapsing, like stopping you from like breaking down. And sometimes it's just like people don't expect you as much as you think, right? And like I've been saying, your success nor the failure, in this case failure more, doesn't mean anything to anyone. So you can talk about it. You can be scared of like what do they gonna think about me? What will they think about me? Like what kind of possible like reflection could that information have on me? I tell you, nothing. So you can just share whatever you feel, and in the end of the day, like whatever they think of you, it just doesn't have anything to do with your life. Like it's not gonna affect how your life goes on, right? So, for me, I never feel like I'm a victim of this. I get it. Sometimes I feel like I just don't want to let people down, so that I tend to like want to hide my weakness or want to hide my emotion. But in the very bottom line, like I guess it's your fault. It's not no one's fault. It's your fault. You're choosing to do that. So don't put it on others. Put it on you. Okay, the next one. I'm disappointed in myself because I know I'm better than the choices I keep making and the things that I choose to deal with. The thing is, like, you're almost there. Like, you're halfway there. At least you realized it. At least you already know it. And there's so many people who haven't even realized, like you, who haven't even made as far as you did. You realized it. You already took the first step. So that's amazing news. So let's not focus on like what you don't have. Let's focus on what you could manage to have, which is your realization. And that's really amazing. So let's just go from here, okay? So that's what I think. Okay, the next one. judging people does not define who they are. It defines who you are. That is true. Like, you judging someone, often you are subconsciously trying to speak to you about your insecurity, about your dissatisfaction, about your fear, about your demand. And you are kind of experiencing that through the lens of like looking at that outside, like from outside on someone else's story. So, you know, don't put it on them, it's on you. And another thing I tell people that they can do is, next time if you want to work on your judgment, next time if you come close to judging someone, just make it laughable. Just make it like something silly, something that's not serious, and stop yourself from judging someone. Just find something that's funny about it and laugh about it. Like, not like meanly, but laugh about it with like easiness, laugh about it with like actual, like, you know, light, funny, fun, happy energy, and just be done with it. That's it. You don't have to judge them. Like, you can just turn it into something that makes you laugh, and then it's a win-win, right? Like, so that's what I think. Okay, the next one. Judging people does not... Okay, so this we just did. Okay, the next one. I had so much faith in humanity for 2021. Almost a week into the year, and I am disappointed. Whoa, she sounds so sad and upset. I don't know what happened to her, but, you know, the thing is, like, if you did actually have a phase, like a deep phase, like, nothing that has happened in the matter of a week should let you down. So you're lying. But that's the thing, like, a lot of people talk about dream, and we talk about benefits of it, and we only love our dream. And we can also talk about this from the perspective of self-love. We only love ourselves, or we only love our idea when it's working, when it works in our advantage, when it gives us something, when it gives us the benefit. But if you're actually in love with something, you have to have the courage and audacity to love it when it's like shit, when it's at the shit statement. Like, you know, this is when I talk about unconditional love, self-love, because I decided I love myself even if I'm shit. Like, even if I'm a loser, even if I'm playing like the lowest game, I'm gonna love myself. Like, guess what? Anyone can tell me anything, I'm gonna love myself. And that's the attitude right here. If you actually do have faith in the humanity, be ready to love it when it's shit. So that's what I think about it. But that being said, this was the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.